So now in terms of in-game time, we are in August the 7th. So apparently 1 week have passed. Some things happened in between that week. So I'm going to explain what just happened, and then we're going to continue with our turn. So the first thing that happened was here in Aracena. In this area, I had my 1st Light Artillery Battalion. They were in this tile, which is the thick forest. There was a hostile unit over here, and from this small village, they attacked my artillery. They managed to make 21 damage to the 1st Light Artillery Battalion here. As you can see, we now have 79 health. The thing is, because of that, my artillery was forced to retreat. In this area in Ephesia, in the area of southern Spain, there was an attack from the actual 9th Light Infantry Battalion from the Republic, and they attacked my 1st Light Infantry Division. They made 32 damage. As you can see, right now we are 68 and our morale has dropped. They were attacking from this village, and apparently they received a damage of 20. Now, here in the area of Extremadura, in the area of Almendragelo, this 4th Light Infantry Division, which is now 75 of health, attacked my garrison that was over here, south of Merida, and sadly, these guys had to retreat. They received 26 damage, and they had to move from here to this tile over here. As you can see, they are, at least they have good morale, but they are very, very battered up to this point. In the north of Iberia, in the area of Santander, there are some mountains here, and my actually 36th Heavy Infantry Division was fighting in the last week with the 20th Light Infantry Division. This is constantly fighting in between these two units. This unit is 49 of 100 in terms of health, and this unit is 48. They are pretty much the same, but they are exchanging fires over and over through the week. And finally, the infantry that, actually not the infantry, the artillery, sorry, that was here, they retreated something around the area in between Andorra and Caspe, and they managed to shoot, or at least bombard, my unit here, my 33rd Light Infantry Division that I have posted in here, in this small hill, to overwatch the area. So they decided that they would attack and bombard my position, and they, after that, they retreated to the east. So with that being said, we're going to continue over here. Let's remember that I have separated this campaign in 4 sections. You can check the previous video to know what are those sections. So we're going to begin with the first area, which is here in Menorca, because we're trying to take Menorca. Now, you see that we have the 46th garrison. Is not very well in terms of health, but we have them over here. So basically, we are trying to take these, and this is a normal victory point. So what we're going to do now, we know that we have been shooting at this garrison from the sea, but I have learned that you are going to get penalties if you do that every time that you shoot from boats. So perhaps one thing that we can do, because these guys are weaker than us, even though we are the same, we can throw them over here. This is a plane, so perhaps we can drop them over here. It could be possible. So let me unload them here. And yeah, of course, we're going to receive more damage. So there's nothing we can do. I think we're going to continue the fight. We are better in terms of morale, so let's do it, even though we're going to get 12. So that will suffice. They are 14 of health and we are 19. So perhaps the next time that they try to attack us, we're going to be winning because we have the upper hand in terms of the actual ability to fight, because of the morale boost that we get there. So let's go to our second section. I'm thinking about that area that perhaps we can take these guys and move them here, so we can reinforce if something happens. But I think it's okay, because, you know, if we leave this area, if we leave Ibiza without any garrison, I think we're going to lose this. So let's leave it like this. So now what we're going to do here, we're going to continue here. Perhaps we're going to shoot at them with these boats, or continue with these. This is going to be 13. It's not bad. Or we can take these guys and continue here. Probably that would be a better idea. So let's attack them with these guys on the boat. And then we're going to attack with our 37th Light Infantry Division. We're going to destroy them, and then we're going to bring these guys in here. Okay, so we just captured this area, so now let's unload here. More likely to... I think that is going to be better if we move here, so we reinforce that area here of Huelva that we talked about before, and then we can start moving these guys over here. So let's push there. At least we know that we have captured this small village, small harbor actually. That would suffice. So let's see if we can move perhaps these guys here, so we can block the actual harbor here. We're going to move these guys over here. So that is going to give us a little bit more defense in this area. Okay, so now let's continue pushing these guys to the north. I'm going to move them like this, and we are going to continue over here. So now, let's see, can we shoot at them? No, we can't. So we have the option to move here, which I'm going to do, and then we can shoot, but it's not going to be a good idea, because you can see that because of the actual village, they are covering themselves with the actual buildings over here, so it's not going to be a good idea to do that. If I shoot at them here as well, it's not going to bode well for my troops. So again, I'm going to unload these troops over here. Remember that these guys, we took them from Cadiz. Let's see, we have here the 3rd Heavy Artillery Battalion. We could move it here, so perhaps we can start destroying this guy. Let's continue the bombardment. We're going to destroy these guys. And then we attack them with the garrison. I think they are going to be done. Okay. They are about to be destroyed. And we can perhaps move these guys over here. And finally, we could either... Well, it's going to be better if we do this. So we destroy these units, and now let's push these guys here. These guys are the 3rd Heavy Artillery Battalion. It is going to be very good to have them here. We can see that they have a range of 3. So now we can start having ourselves a good foothold here and create a small defensive position here. So we can start sandwiching these guys in between these troops over here and the troops that are about to reach there. So we are going to push them here. There we go. And then let's remember that we were talking about these two guys, these 4th Light and 6th Heavy Infantry Divisions, because we were talking about how these two guys were too much for Almendragello. We know that there was a retreat here and this guy is very weak. Not so weak, but we can shoot at it with all of these troops. We can deal with it. So we can start pushing these guys down here. So what I'm going to do is I can see that this guy here could be either this one or this one is the 4th Light Infantry Division. I'm going to push it over here, and this one here. So we are going to start going here so we can encircle Arathena. That's going to be awesome. And then we can pull out from here. Let's see. Okay, it's not worth to attack it, so what I'm going to do is to pull back, move here, and then we have this guy over here, so we're going to pull back with this guy. We're going to leave Ephesia by the time being alone here. Let's remember here that we're waiting for this thing to go into a positive number so we can start recruiting troops. The only thing that we can do... Oh, I just forgot that I could have dropped a mine here with this guy. I think I can go back one... Let me see, where is it? This is previous unit. Oh, there you go. This is the thing that I wanted. So I can't. I wanted to do this button. I wanted to click here, but never mind. The next turn I will return to the river and drop a mine here, so these guys cannot... At least we're going to cover this area. Okay, so let me see what we can continue doing here. Perhaps bombarding here is not going to be a good idea. Attacking here is not going to be a good idea as well, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave this guy here. Let's see. Perhaps we can... Is of no use, this guy here, but this guy can shoot 2. It says that he can shoot 2 hexes up. So what I'm going to do is to pull this here, move this one here. So the next turn, we're going to be able to bombard the airfield over here. So apparently we are doing very good in this area. So we can say that we have finished here. So now we can concentrate ourselves here in Almendragello. So if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, this is the moment. Subscribe to the channel and let's continue having a lot of fun with wargaming and history. So let's have a look at what we can do here. So we have here this guy has 15 and 50. It's going to shoot at this guy 15. It's the same thing, so I think it's going to be a good idea to shoot at this guy. The thing is that I have this other one here. This one has 1, so perhaps this thing over here is a thin forest, which perhaps is going to give me a little bit of defense in terms of he cannot shoot too much against the actual artillery here. So I'm going to move this guy here. I'm going to continue with this guy over here so we can shoot at this again. This one is doing 15 against this. This does much better against tanks and stuff. So then I can Let's see, this guy is 75. So this definitely, this guy, with this guy we have to pull back. This guy is 50, so perhaps let's allow this guy to move. This is 1 and 1, so let's allow this guy to move here. Okay, and the other thing that I'm going to do is I have either the 10th Light Infantry Division or the 9th Light Infantry Division over here. I think with these guys we're going to do, they are in Thin Forest, these guys are not in Thin Forest, so these guys are well protected here, so we're going to heal them. Heal is going to be the best thing we can do with the 9th Light Infantry Division, and then we can move these guys over here. Now, if you are wondering why this tile has this line, this is a road. Even though it's a road, it does not give any protection, so it's the same as having this guy here. So at least I can see that this guy can shoot at this. I'm going to do that, but I need to position this light artillery battalion as well somewhere around here so we can start shooting at these. Is of no use behind the river, okay? Is of no use behind the river. So let me see what we can figure out here. Perhaps we have this engineer division. Now, it could be a good thing to move the engineer division over here. So why not do that? That could be a good thing. So let's take this yellow color and send this guy somewhere around. Let me see, somewhere around. I'm going to draw it again. It's going to be somewhere around here. And then we're going to move north somewhere around here. So we could move this artillery down and position it over here or here. I think here is going to be better. So that way we're going to be able to shoot at these. Okay, so in the meantime, let's see, if I shoot at these or shoot at these, this is not going to be a good idea. So one thing I can do is perhaps let's move this guy. We have the opportunity to move this guy here and the opportunity to move this other guy here. Now this is good because we are kinda of encircling this guy, and you know what I mean? I'm going to move this guy here, so this is going to be better. This guy has less possibilities to move, so I'm going to do this, bombard here again. Then there you go. There he's not doing more damage. I'm going to bombard here. He's doing less damage because he's encircled, so we're going to bombard here and concentrate fire here. So this is a mechanic here in which if you encircle this guy, he is going to get less powerful as you put more guys around it. So let's finish it with this. Very good. So now we can take these in the next turn, and we know that there's something here, but they just run away. So I think this guy is not going to be needed here. Well, at least at the end I'm going to move him north because we have more bridges, actually bridges, no, rivers here. So, okay, interesting area over here. Okay, beautiful. We are doing very good here. We gained a lot of territory here in this turn. Perhaps it's going to be a good idea to start pushing this guy down. Okay, so we're going to push here. Beautiful. We're doing very good. Now, this is the third section. Now we go to the... No, this was the, yeah, third, fourth, and fifth section. So let's go to the fourth section here. Let's remember that we're pushing these guys over here. So let's unload this guy here. We're going to erase this because we don't need that indication. Okay, these guys, they will stay there. These guys are weak, so we can definitely defeat them. One thing that I'm going to do here is to move these down to the thick forest. Let's continue bombarding these guys here. Oops, this was a misclick. Let's see if I can do something against that. No, we can't. There's this button here that says redeploy the unit will be sent back to the reserve, and you will be able to redeploy it somewhere else after some time. But we're not going to do that. It's okay. So we continue here. Let's see. Let's move this guy down here. This guy here. Okay, you see this? There's going to be a battle here. I'm going to do it. Never mind. So then we're going to push these guys over here, continuing the pushing over here if possible, so we can encircle this. And then let's continue here. I'm going to move this guy here, this here, and definitely this one over here. Good. Now let's move down here to Viablino. We are thinking in taking this the last turn. This is not to be confused with Guardo. This is different. We haven't taken these. These guys over here are half the actual health. These guys, they should be moved down. We should pull them back. That could be a good. Okay, here is a good example in which we can do this thing here, which is redeploy the unit. He's going to be sent to the reserves. Let's see. Then you see here, if you click here, these guys were sent to the reserves. This means that I can, in 3 turns, I can reuse them and redeploy them in a different position. So I think that was the best option for us. We have to use that in our advantage. Let's see, we're not going to shoot at these guys. Still, we are not shooting at these guys. At least I know that these guys can shoot at me. But I see here thin forest. So what I'm going to do, let's see, this is a light infantry and we are light infantry as well. But these guys are battered. So one thing I'm going to do is to move them here so I can shoot at these guys. Of course, they are going to retreat. We are good morale. These guys are normal morale. So we're doing good. So we can attack these guys. No, actually, I can attack it in here. So we're doing very good. This light artillery battalion is now trapped in here. They cannot move here because there's a river, another river here, and a mountain here. So yeah, they are pretty much doomed. Very good. Okay, let's see. At least I can move this guy here. Why not? I still don't see a good reason to take this. So I'm not going to take that. So that will stay as it is. Then we're going to see here. Now, this is a recon movement that I did here. I know that perhaps I can bombard Santander. It's not bad to bombard Santander. At the end, I know that there's nothing here. Or we can pull back. Let's pull back. We know that there's something here, so we can start bombarding here. What is this? Okay, so let's move these guys here. We're going to bombard the Gijon. Okay, so it's going to be good to have Gijon being bombarded. And then let's remember that these 2 lines that I draw here, that I have drawn, are the indication that we have to take up to this small harbor and up to Bilbao. And then when the reinforcements come from here, which is the only tank that we have, which is this Breda. This is the third light tank battalion, a Panzer Breda that we are moving to the north. So we're trying to reinforce here and then push into Santander. So it's going to be good to bombard Gijon. That's a good thing. And then let's think about the blue lines are representing the movement that I'm going to do with my reinforcements, my engineers that I'm going to unload here in La Coruña. Okay. Now I'm getting a little bit lost here. Okay. So we know that there's nothing here. At least I'm not sure if there's something here. So I'm going to send some of these guys to perhaps this one. But I'm going to... Let's see. We have these guys here. These guys do a lot of damage here. So what I'm going to do is to heal this unit, heal this one as well, and this one as well. We're going to heal all of these units. At least we are getting 100 from all of them. This one, I could move this one. No, this one is going to stay here. So then, again, this one I can push it to the hills. Why not? Okay, this guy is going to stay here in the hill, so I can get a little bit of an overlook in here and know what they're going to do. This guy I don't like. I don't like this light infantry division, but at least from here, these guys have 3 of range. These are heavy artillery. I can bombard everything here, or I can use these guys to bombard over here. That could be a good position here. So then what I'm going to do, these guys are good in here. I'm going to pull this guy back in here. There you go. Perhaps with these guys I'm gonna do resupply ammunition. Why not? So we're getting ready here. Little by little we're going to capture them here. Okay, now let's pull these guys up. So let's continue with the tank over here. Let's have a look at the fuel here. The next turn we will have to refuel. What else we have to do here? I think these guys are good in here, so we're going to continue here. Perfect. And let's remember that we had this line of artillery over here, so we can perhaps start shooting here. I think it's going to be a good idea to do that. This guy has 1, so I can shoot at them from here. That could be a good thing. Let's resupply over here. Let's move this one into this hill. What is this one I'm doing here with these guys? Okay, just move this one. Okay, let's move this guy here again. Let's bring this guy up in here. Let's try to catch a little bit of what is happening here, if it's possible. It's impossible. This heavy infantry can attack me there. So I will push on the mountains here. Okay, so now we're going to see what is going to be the plan here. Okay, over here we see these guys. They are half their strength. So one thing I'm going to do here, I would like to take this area, but I would use the garrison, but the garrison is very difficult to move. I can move this guy better. Okay. These guys have better ability to move. The green number here is the ability to move. However, these guys are not very good in morale. So what I'm going to do is to move these guys. I don't know if it has to do with this, but I'm going to resupply them. And these guys as well. What I'm going to do is to heal them. That is going to give them more morale. Now, to heal them, I will think about healing the unit to call a little bit more of recruits. So green soldiers are going to be added into the actual division. Let's remember that in this game you have ranks and you can gain experience. The experience goes into the actual next scenario. Next scenario meaning if you are playing a campaign. I think this is not a campaign. This is a single scenario, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, with that we are good there. We cannot move these guys in forest because these guys can move just 2. So these guys cannot move not in forest and not in hills, just to the people that is just having a look here, trying to understand what is this game about. Let's remember that these guys, the garrisons in this game, are not able to move. The reason is, again, I say the reason is because these guys can move just 2. This is the number that they can move, and the actual hill tile, the hill hex has 3. So you need 3 of movement to be able to move here, and the actual forest, thick forest, has 3 as well. Let's see the difference in between the thick forest and here we have a thin forest has 2, as you can see. So these guys can move at least in thin forest. Okay, so perhaps pulling this back is not going to be a good idea. This guy, I can see that I can shoot from here, which is going to be good. I'm going to bombard this village. This is something that we must do. And over here, I can see that I can start. It's going to be good if we start resupplying ammunitions and fuel is going to be good. With these guys, I will. Let's try to push. Again, this is a thin forest. I'm not going to move it there. I'm simply going to move it. I'm going to stay there. Let's remember that there's as well in this hex game, entrenchment level reduces incoming damage. There are 3 different entrenchment levels, and this is something good. We're going to entrench these guys here. So we're going to resupply over here with this guy because they have low morale. I'm going to go for healing the unit over here, and that's it. We just bombarded that guy. This guy is not going to move from here. We're going to resupply ammunition and fuel, or at least I think better is going to be to get more reinforcements. So we're going to get good morale with these guys. So we're getting a good defensive position here. The good thing about this game, if you are an avid wargamer that love to play very slow, take your time, this is the game that you are looking for. This is the game. Really, trust me, this is amazing. You can play very slow because the time is every time you hit here. In the case of the Spanish Civil War, you're going to move 1 week. It's awesome. We are 4 turns and we have moved perhaps 1 month, something like that, if I remember correctly. This is crazy. This is amazing. Kudos to Valentin, really. Amazing. So let's continue here. So let's remember that we talked about the 30th Light Infantry Division. He's going to stay there. Nothing to move. Nothing to move in this area. Nothing to move here. 27th Light Infantry. At least we can. Well, we cannot move here because there's a river here. We can, from time to time, try to see what is happening here. But I prefer to leave these guys here in the event that some units try to invade here. I don't think they are going to do that, but that's the reason I'm not moving these guys here. Okay, here, let's remember that we talked about the situation here. So this guy received the bombardment. So what I'm going to do, let me see if I can I could heal the unit, which is going to increase the morale, I think. But it's going to be better if I do resupply ammunitions and fuel, I believe. I don't think they are going to continue bombarding here. I cannot shoot there. So what I'm going to do is to resupply over here. Let's I cannot do that. I don't know why. Okay, let's do this. What's happening here? So I'm trying to click here and it says that cost 50% rate. Okay, it's not doing anything even though I have money. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's pull this guy. I'm sure that I can do. Okay, let's pull this guy back. And then this guy here. That way I'm going to make sure that they are not going to do something weird. Okay, and now let's go here. We have trapped this guy, we're about to destroy it. We moved from here to here, so now we can destroy it. That's good. Ah, look at that. Rank 2, this guy is rank 2. Light infantry, rank 2. Beautiful. Here you see a little bit of the history of the unit. So we see July 17th, light infantry was commissioned. So we have, oh, it's not even July and August 7. It's not even 20 days. And we have been having a blast here. Wow. Let's remember that this war lasted up until 1939. It was the testing ground for the World War II. Okay, so we destroyed that. We don't know what is happening here. We can move this guy to the hills. The hills gives 50% of protection, as you can see up there. I cannot show you because every time that I move, but every time that I am on a tile, if you see here, you're going to see a percentage. Now let me go here to policies. Let's see if I have enough points. I don't have enough points. I'm getting 5 every turn. So if I would like to get more forced conscription, that is going to cost me 75. So we are not even near to that number, so that doesn't matter. In terms of research, let's try to remember. We are doing the M1937 45 millimeters, and there is another one that we're doing. I think it is this one. This is the L333 Italian. Very good. Okay, so what do we do with these guys? Now I am thinking about sending this guy down here in the road. I'm not sure. This is a light artillery battalion. I could move these guys. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Let's move these guys here because I want to place it here. So that way we have overwatch over this area. This is the major area here. So they are concentrating all their forces in here and in Catalonia. I'm thinking about moving this guy here. Why not? So I'm going to send him here. That way I'm going to see if they move over here. Okay, so these guys are going to be there. Another incredible thing that you can do is to assign the division. For example, in this case, you can go here and set, for example, 32nd Light Infantry Division. So you can come here and say recon, scouting. You have the ability to customize every single name. If, for example, these names are a little bit confusing for you, you can do that. 43rd Garrison, you can name it the 43rd Garrison of Teurel, for example. So you can go here and let's say 43rd Garrison, Teurel Garrison, for example. Teurel's garrison. You can do whatever you want with this beautiful game. It's a gem. It's a gem. Trust me, it's a gem. Okay, let's end the turn. Let's end the turn. Okay, we see here that we took that. What is this? We saw a car there. Something happened there. These guys are shooting in this area. There is a fighting here. We're about to win. Over there. Oh, look at that. Interesting, interesting. There you are. Okay, they lost 4. Spanish Republic lost 4. We killed 5. Look at this. Money earned. We earned a lot of money. Very good. We have 4,000 right now. Look at this. We're winning 526 each turn. Okay, a lot of things happen. The thing is that you cannot check what just happened. It would be good if you have the ability to check what was the actual enemy movements. Some sort of outliner here that tells you what just happened, because everything happened just so quickly. Okay, never mind. So I remember that there was a situation. Okay, look at this. This is a 1st Armored Reconnaissance Battalion. This is a reconnaissance car. It says that it's a BA6, and you can see that these guys are very special because they can open the actual fog of war very quickly. So that's the reason they are reconnaissance specialists. At least that's the more logical thing. So that's how I understand that. In terms of the mechanics, of course, I'm not talking about the historical, actual implementation of that car. I'm talking about the mechanics of Hex of Steel. Okay, let's go again here. Let's see where's this area. Okay, so these guys are about to be destroyed, so we attack them. Oh, look at this. Look at this. They look much better. So we're going to go and well, let's heal. We cannot heal. We are low in ammunition. Oh, that's interesting. If we get to we cannot move from here. I think they are going to defeat us. Interesting. If I do this, we can't. If I do this, we can't. Okay. I think at the end, I think they are going to win. I can at least... Oh, you remember. I remember. We have these guys. 2 turns. Sadly, it would be good if I can send the 25th garrison over here, and so then you can appear them in Palma, and that's going to be good. I'm not going to attack. If they attack, I think they're going to be doomed, so that's okay. We're not going to do anything there. Let's continue pushing these guys to the Coruña area. Very good. Okay, now we capture this. We stay here. This guy is simply going to get resupply. Very good. Oh, whoa. We just move him. Okay, never mind. Oh, can we do that? No, we can't. Okay. We just move them. Never mind. Don't worry. All is going to be okay. Let's continue with these guys to here. Let's continue pushing these guys to the north. The reason I'm not moving these guys is because I don't want surprises from here. Let's bombard here now. Look at this. Very, very good damage, because they do 58 damage against hard targets, which is this one. So let's continue bombarding this airfield, which is going to be awesome. We can continue with the actual heavy artillery, but we can give a little bit of a surprise to these guys. Let's see. Why not? That could be a good thing. Let's remember these guys. Why why not shooting at these guys here? So, okay, let's move these guys here. Let's forget about shooting with these guys. These guys were retreating from Arathena. As of right now, I think that what I'm going to do is clearly... These guys have 3. So if I manage to 1, 2, 3, so if I manage to move this here, I can still shoot at these guys. I cannot do too much damage, though. Okay, let's move these guys here. We don't need them there, so I'm going to move this guy here as well. This way, I'm going to block anything that could come from here. With these 2 destroyers here, Churraca Destroyer and the Alcedo Destroyer are going to guard the area of... Well, actually, where is... To be honest, where is Gibraltar? Interesting. We have Malaga here, Algeciras, and where's Gibraltar? There should be Gibraltar here. So let's see. Let's continue. These guys, we just move these guys. So are we going to attack those guys, or I think I'm going to bombard. It's going to be better if I bombard these guys. These guys have 1. Okay, let's bombard these guys here. Let's... Yeah. Very, very interesting. Let's move these guys here. Let's attack here. With these guys, I'm going to... These guys are a little bit battered, I think. 53 it says there. Why not doing this? It's going to be better, I think. And why not resupply? And now after resupplying, I think it's going to be better to attack them. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. And shoot as well with this, even though this is anti-tank. I think it's going to do more damage here. So let's pull this back so I can do more damage here. So we're about to destroy these guys here in the airfield. And now, of course, we can continue the march in here. So, okay, let's remember that we said that we have to move this guy down here. Okay. I want to place a mine here. Let's see what else we can do. We want to encircle this guy, so I'm going to move this one here. I'm gonna move... Let's move this one here. This here. Sadly, I cannot move more. 3, and this thing says 2. This is blocking my way. Yeah, that's the thing. This is going to be a slow encirclement, but we're making progress. It's not bad. Okay, now let's move to the center here. So now, okay, we just took this. Now you can see how we are about to take this area here. You remember that I mentioned that we want to close this gap? Okay. I can still pull back some of these guys and reinforce there. We have light infantry here, more light infantry. So I think light infantry here is going to be okay. Light artillery and light artillery battalions. The anti-tank. Now, anti-tank here is good to attack this one, for example. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and start bombarding this guy over here. I'm going to move this one here. This is an anti-tank that I can destroy, so we're going to say goodbye to this reconnaissance unit, so they cannot, that way they cannot send information about us to Don Benito. So this is very good for us. So we're going to pull this guy here, continue moving here. Now, before I forget, I need to resupply the actual tank, because I'm going to forget if I don't do that. So there you go. We're going to do that. It's going to stay there. So let's continue here with the situation. Okay, now this is thin forest, roads, another road. And this, okay. Very interesting indeed. He stays here. These guys stay here to do a line here, so we can be ready for anything that happens here. Let's move. Okay, let's bring this guy here. This is gonna be, oh, look at this. Look what we have here. We have a very, very weak militia. We found the militia. Nice. So we can move this guy here and destroy them. There you go. Beautiful. The 3rd Light Infantry Division is now rank 2. Destroyed militia. Destroyed light infantry in Almendragelo. Now these guys are doing very good. They need a medal indeed. Okay, now let's see. We're doing very good in this area. I'm trying to understand what is happening here. I'm tempted to move this 5th Light Artillery Battalion here, but I'm not sure. Let's do it. There you go. Look at this. 8th Light Infantry Division. They are weak against our Light Artillery Battalion. Hopefully there's nothing else here, but it's going to be good to understand what is happening there. Okay, let's continue with these guys down here. So that way we're going to begin thinking about how to take this area. Okay, very good. Now, let's see. We're going to push with this. Definitely. We have light anti-air battalion. Do we have any airfields here? No, we don't. Doesn't matter. He stays there. Very good. Very good. Okay, now let's move north. North. What's happening here? Okay, let's continue with these guys. Gonna move this one here. Gonna move this one. It's the same thing over and over. So now we're going to encircle this guy. So now he's encircled. Look at this. He cannot retaliate. That's very, very good. However, this guy is not doing too much. So I'm gonna move this guy here so he cannot do too much. This way he can do better. Okay, so let's destroy it. Hopefully we can do it. There you go. So now we capture this. There we go. Beautiful. And now we can move this one over here. Let's see what else. We can continue here. Over here. So we can move all of these garrisons over here. Let's remember that we can do 2 turns. It's confusing the time. The time goes so slowly here. We're in August 14th. This is the second week after. This is the second week after the beginning of this chapter. Okay. Okay, so we're advancing here, so we can do. Okay, let's continue bombarding here. Very good. Still, we are not taking anyone there. Okay, let's remember that I can move this guy here. 47. Okay, let me reinforce. That's going to be good. And what else can we do there? Can we take this? Are we taking that area yet? I don't think. Okay, why not? Let's take it. So we're going to take that. This guy moves here. Okay, we took that. That's good. Let's see, we're still not getting fielded 837. Okay. Now, let's take the horses here. It's going to be good if we can. This guy is now in a recon mission here. Can bombard there, so I'm going to put this guy here. Look at this. Look at this. Where's the cavalry here? Okay, let's move these guys here. Let's pull these guys back. Let's take the cavalry here. There we go. We have this is going to do very good damage, why not? So let's do damage here, this light infantry. And now if I am... No, look at this. This is not good. This is not good. Perhaps if I pull this back, but I think it's going to be better if I get a little bit of health, then continue bombarding this guy here. Why not? We're going to do the same as they did to us, and then just because we can, I'm going to move this guy here. Okay, let me see. This Saldana, we are about to move to get the tank over there. So what I'm going to do is to move this guy here. We wait for the next turn. Okay. And here we continue the resupply of all these guys. They are resupplying, if possible. Let's heal, resupply fuel. There you go. Now we move over here. There you go. Oh, this is not good. Not good, not good. I thought this was a very better idea, but it is not. Why is this? Because these guys here are they have better morale. Yeah, because of that. Okay. What happens now? Here we know that there's one guy here, so I can bombard this guy here. Now this is the sole reason that I moved these guys here, to know what was happening here and start pounding them. Okay, let's see. This guy stay here. Let's refuel with this one. Let's refuel with all of them. This does not cost too much, so I think it's the best idea. This guy can resupply, of course. Hopefully this guy is not going to attack. It's not going to be a good idea to do that. 81. Okay. Here nothing moves. Now look at this. Heavy artillery battalion. Let's bombard it. There you go. Go away. We don't want you here. There you go. That was beautiful. And now send this guy here. And this guy's here. Let's see here. Perhaps we can move further here and see what's happening there. Okay. There you go. Okay, we're doing awesome. Let's end the turn. The next turn we're going to be able to take this 25th garrison and place it in not Ibiza, but here in Palma, and perhaps help these guys. So let's see what will happen. Yeah, I knew that. They attacked there. Okay, now. Yeah, of course they are going to attack. Look at this. They built 2 units. Very interesting. Okay, now I can do what I said, and for example in this is not going to be okay. So what I'm going to do is to take this, guys. Oh, one more turn. Now let's take the engineers before ending the turn. I know this is very exciting. I'm very excited actually. So let's move this guy here and let's bring some of these mines. I'm going to place a landmine here. I'm trying to figure out if I can move now. This guy can move here. That's a good question. Okay, so there you go. We have placed a mine here. Can I place a name here for the mine? Okay, this mine is going to be called, what could be the name of this mine? The Nasty. It's going to be called the Nasty. Okay, so they know that they don't want to go there because that's going to be nasty. Okay, so yeah. Next turn I can do that, and sadly, well, I cannot heal because there's no way we can get resupply here. At least they are not attacking me. It's going to be full if I attack them. Very interesting development here. So yeah, yeah, these guys here, we're going to place them in sleep, so we don't want to move them. Ah, look at this. I can resupply ammunition with these guys. He's sleeping. Oh, what is this? Why? Every time I try to do something clever, I just misclick, and that happens. Oh, look at this, guys. Okay, I'm a little bit excited to continue here. So let's see. What I'm going to do is to place this guy here. Okay. They stay there. I'm going to put them to sleep. And yeah, I think look at that. Let's heal this unit. However, this is not going to increase the morale. Let's remember that this is our indirect fire area. Again, let's, for example, these guys, it's not going to be a good idea, so I'm going to pull this guy back and move this guy here so I can shoot there. But I'm not going to do that because I need to resupply, I think, fuel and stuff. I don't think it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay if I shoot. Okay, so then we have this. Okay, if I shoot here, it's going to be that. But if I move this into the hill, then okay, not bad. Let's shoot at these guys. I could have healed the unit. No, it's not necessary. It's 96. It's very good. And now bombard here, and we have taken the airfield, which is beautiful, beautiful indeed. So I can let's bring this guy to the airfield. The airfield gives a lot of points. That's good. Actually, the airfield. Now, if you see these coins here. These represent income production per turn. And that means that this is the income that you have in this area. Actually, if you want to, for example, deploy this one, you will have to wait. Right now, I cannot show you because there's still one turn for me to be able to deploy it. But for example, we just capture this. There's a rank in between villages, cities, or factories. Actually, this is a factory over here, and depending on what you capture, that's how many turns you have to wait until you can deploy units over there. So that's another interesting thing about this gem. Okay, so let's continue pulling this and encircling here. So I'm going to move this guy here. Let's bring these guys down here. So I'm going to put this guy here. It's not bad. This guy here. So then I can move this one here. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. So then let's move these guys over here. Okay, I don't think it's going to be a good idea to attack. They are going to attack me. I'm going to shoot. Never mind. It's okay. This was not this was not a good idea, but never mind. Okay, this is how it develops. Okay, so there you go. That's what is going to happen there. Now here we're going to position ourselves here. I think we're going to finish this turn. Okay. So here we're going to position ourselves in this area. This guy is 100. Never mind. I don't want to attack it. What I want to do is to place this. I'm gonna. Do we move this guy there? I'm just going to. I just want to position myself in here. Let me see. Okay, let's move this one here. Let's pull this one down. This one here. This guy. Okay, let's shoot at this one. Never mind. These are 1. So, okay, he will have to. I'll have to move him here if I want to cross over here. So let's continue moving down here. Where do I put this one? Okay, let's move here. Can still shoot at it. Oh, this is good. Rank 2. I don't want to be near it, so perhaps this guy can pull to the east. Can retreat to the east. That would be something good for us. Okay, so now let's do here. Let's continue here. Perhaps here. Okay, let's take this here. Let's move here. Still know at least that there's anti-tank, heavy infantry. They cannot shoot to me over there. I can shoot there, but I'm not interested in doing that. Okay, not yet. This light artillery battalion, which is a 105mm Vickers, and this is actually some sort of Metraeus. Instead, this one is 76mm. Very old. This is the old one. This is M22. Interesting. This is like this one, so I can shoot here, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. That's with that. Let's move here. Oh, look at this. Look how the north looks. Okay, we're going to... Okay, let's bombard here. Let's continue the bombardment here. Let's see. So here, we're about to destroy this one here. Oh, he's retreating. I'm going to bombard him here and here. Very nice. Well, at least I can do this so he cannot shoot at me. Okay, let's move this one here and pull this one over here. I don't want this guy to go there, so perhaps it's going to be good to move this one here. Okay, here we go. Here's the tank. So let's do this and move here. Here's the tank. The tank is reaching Guardo. Very, very good. Very nice. And now, let's remember that we can still move this guy, even though we just shot. So, let's place this guy here. Let's move this one. This one is 73. Why not moving it? He stays there. This is a thin forest. That's not bad. This guy here will resupply and get a little bit of troops. Oh, it's not bad. He's good. And then he's covering that area. So then it's going to be a good idea. Look at all of these guys here. Okay, so let's move. Let's move here. This guy push down here. This one here. This one here. We will have all of these garrisons start pouring over here. Very nice. Let's remember the these guys here. They have to move north. Let's not forget that. Okay. And finally, I think we're okay here. Everything is good here. Okay, let's see. Do we shoot at this? Nothing to do. This guy can shoot at me. So, okay, this guy is of no use here. So I think, okay, I'm going to pull back. The horses here can, okay, I'm going to move the horses here. They stay here because I don't like the looks of these. At least we have, attack is here. Okay, let me pull back. Okay, just before pulling back, let me pull back here. This guy is, okay, this guy moves here and this here. Let's continue here, refueling, resupplying, resupply. Okay, let's get, this is not good. Okay, let's bombard these guys. Let's see, this guy stays here. Let's get a little bit of fuel. Okay, very good. So now this guy's just bombard there. Okay, so now let's see what we're going to do. Everything is okay. Here we have our reconnaissance here. Now this is flowing very, very nice right now. I see the how this is becoming very, very amazing. It's crazy. Okay. Okay, here what I'm going to do is get reinforced. Here as well I'm going to resupply. Now I think these guys are in good shape. Why not attack them? But let's see. This area we must attack here very quickly. So let's move this guy here. Even though this is a garrison, I can pull this guy here, start attacking there. This is going to be a good idea. This attack should work. Move this guy here. Let's start bombarding here. Going to pull this guy here. There's going to be this is going to be a bloody battle indeed. So this guy has 2, so I can Okay, this is going to be a bloody battle in here, so let's begin. Okay, let's do it. Okay, and now he is going to be destroyed. Very good, we take this. And now I can attack this one. I attack this, and this is not going to be so good, but we have to do it. 37. This attack was very violent indeed. Very violent attack here, but at least we took this small harbor. So we are choking them in here as we're planning. Okay, so let's remember that this area is simply okay. We just reach here with the reconnaissance, so we're going to delete this, and we're going to delete this one as well, and this one that was the one that was representing the movement of our tank. So let's remember that we are waiting for the engineers to at least move all of these guys away from this choke point, so we can pour them in different directions, so we can overcome this area with violent force. So that's going to be the best option for us, in all directions, with all the power that we have. So that's the plan, to take that. Okay, now here we see this guy. I always want to destroy this guy. This guy has bad morale. Can shoot at this one. Oh, no. Oh my god. Now he is in open field. Interesting. Just push these guys here. Okay, so now let's see. Can I move here? We know that there's light infantry division here. Okay, at least we know there's a light infantry division. I'm going to mark that as a contact. So here we have a contact. The contact is light infantry. Okay. And let's see. Let's resupply here. And yeah, we don't know what they have there. Now look at this. He cannot move here. Interesting to note. Let's resupply so he can get a good position here. And at least here we see as well light infantry. Let's see if this can help us to move there. What about the fuel? Everything is, it's okay. Okay, so I think we're finished with this week. With this week in the actual campaign. So let's end and let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Wow, that was impressive. Wow. Things are getting interesting here. Okay. They are attacking my Recon over there. I wasn't expecting that. Ah, they retreated there. That's good. Oh, they are trying to attack me there. They have built 2 units. Okay. Now the next now look at this. They are moving artillery battalion, an artillery battalion in front of us in this mountain chain over here. So everything is going to be changing right now, because right now, as I mentioned, look at this, we have the battleship here. So right now they are presenting us with their fleet. Do you remember that I said that they had a fleet here? Yeah, so there is the fleet. The fleet is there, and the good thing is that in the next chapter we're going to be able to put this guy wherever we want. For example, as you can see here, I'm going to talk about this in the next chapter, but this is awesome. We're going to be able to place this guy here and send reinforcement to Menorca. Everything is going to be awesome the next turn, and we start seeing a little bit of movement here in the Mediterranean. These guys here are about to reach there. We saw that our tank is ready to attack the north, and we're about to put ourselves in a good position here. We're about to overcome the area of Asturias there, and everything is going to be very, very nice here. We're going to have a blast the next turn, and we're perhaps going to take finally this area. As you can see here, we're about to close here, so finally we're going to encircle Aracena and the light infantry division that is right now defending in Valverde. This is one of the best war games you can play right now. This was Victus. See you in the next one.